Welcome to Adaptive Yoga Live with me, Basma. Today we have a very special class in aid of the Great British Week of Sport. We're celebrating Mindful Monday to drive awareness of how physical activity can help support good mental health. And with that in mind, let's get started. Coming to a comfortable seat, ensuring that your feet are supported either on the ground or perhaps on a couple of blocks or books. Pressing the feet firmly into the ground, feeling that support. And then bringing awareness to your sit bones, the bones that you're sitting on. The clue's in the name. From there, draw your spine long and tall, bringing the crown of the head to the sky, and drop down to a more still, quiet place within, softening the eyes and the jaw, allowing the shoulders to soften and release, and keeping the eyes open or closed. Allow your awareness to be spontaneously drawn to your breath. Just notice, without having to change anything, how are you breathing? Where are you breathing? And see if you can begin to deepen that breath, breathing in through the nose, filling the belly, feeling the chest inflate, and then exhaling as the belly and chest fall. A few more breaths like that, filling the body with every inhalation, and releasing with every exhalation. Just noticing the breath traveling up and down the length of the spine. And then let's start to bring some movement into the body, starting with the toes. Inhale as you lift up all of the toes off the ground, and exhale as you release. Let's do that again. Inhaling, pick up the toes, splay them wide, and exhale, release. One more time. Inhaling, pick the toes up, splay them, stretch them, and exhale, let them go. Coming onto the balls of the feet now as we lift one heel and then the other. And then you can really get into the ankles and all of the joints of the feet by circling, slow circles with the right foot. One way, and then take it in the other direction. Slow, mindful movement. And then let's see what the other foot is up to today. Circling the ankle a few times in one direction, and then take the rotations the other way. Just noticing and hearing all those clunks and creaks. And then we'll start to march again. And this time, let's bring the arms into that movement. So keeping the sit bones grounding down as you lift the chest up towards the sky. And then just start to add the arms. So taking the opposite hand to the knee forward. So like a walking sort of motion. Just allowing the shoulders to be soft, feeling that natural rhythm, the natural flow of that movement, starting to warm up the body. Maybe taking the hands a little higher now. And exhaling, slowly release the hands to the knees. Take an exhalation. And then as you inhale, press your feet into the ground. Notice that little uplift of the chest. Exhale as you release. Let's try that again. Inhaling, press the feet into the ground, lift the chest and then look up. Exhale as you release. One more time. Inhaling, press the feet down, perhaps even pressing the knees with the hands as you lift the heart and look all the way up. And then exhale back to center. We can exaggerate that movement now, coming into a seated cat-cow. I'll show you side on so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to inhale as we bring the hands to the hips, sticking the bottom out towards the chair. Lift the heart and look all the way up. And then exhale as you slide the hands to the knees, round the spine, bringing chin to chest. Inhaling as you open the front of the body. Exhale. Feel that length in the back body. We'll keep moving like that. Really opening up the chest and the throat. And then exhaling. Feel that space between every vertebra, every bone in your spine. Last time, inhaling and exhale. Coming back to center. Let's start to shimmy the shoulders a little bit. So taking one shoulder and then the other, forward, up and back. Doesn't matter how this looks. Make it feel good. Getting into all of those stiff and sticky parts of the rib cage in the shoulders. And see if you can take it the other way now. And you can bring your hands up. So more of a swimming action. Oh, lovely. And then let's see what the neck is up to. Taking the head side to side. Inhaling, look one way, and then exhale back to center. Does one side feel a little bit tighter than the other today? Does one side feel as if the movement is a little bit more restricted? So yoga is all about bringing awareness to our body as we are and bringing acceptance of how we are in this present moment. Bringing the head back to center. And then imagining that you had a pen or a pencil on the end of your nose. We're going to draw the figure 8, or the number 8. Taking it nice and slow. This is wonderful for getting into all of those little muscles in the neck. So you can draw small 8s or bigger 8s. And then see if you can take it the other way now. You might have to think about that a little bit before you get going. Enjoying the sensation of movement. Coming back to center. We're going to flip the palms up to the sky and then point them down to the ground. We're going to extend the arms out in front of us as we do that. Last time. And then from here, rotating the wrists, taking it one way and then the other. Go slow. And then what I call octopus hands. We're going to get into all of those little joints of the hands. Just notice how one hand feels compared to the other today. So these joints get really tight. You know, we use our hands so much in life. This is a lovely one to do if you're sitting at a desk writing all day, maybe on the laptop or on your phone. And then let's start to roll the fingers. So starting with the thumb, we're going to roll the entire finger one way and then the other. Moving on to the index finger now. And the middle. The ring finger. And then the little finger. And then just shake those arms out all the way from the shoulders to the fingers. Connecting with the feet again. Press the soles of the feet down to the ground. Take an exhalation, bringing the hands to the sides. And then inhale as you sweep the hands all the way up, fingers reaching for the sky, whilst the soles of the feet are pressing firmly into the ground. And we're going to exhale, bringing that right hand to your seat, exhaling. The left hand comes all the way over. Inhale as you reach up, use your core. Exhale, take it the other way. So using the support of your chair and then side bending over, ensuring that you're rotating your ribcage up to the sky. Let's do that again. Inhale and then exhale. If you feel quite supported, you can just bring your hand to the side or keeping your hand up for an extra challenge. Exhaling the other way. Last time. Inhale, exhale over. Inhale, exhale. Pressing the hips down as much as you're reaching over. Inhale, exhale, bring the palms to touch, sliding the hands through the center to your heart center. Let's come into a twist. So taking the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Inhale as you lift and lengthen, and then exhale as you turn to look over the left shoulder. So you can have your left hand on the back of the chair, or maybe scooch forwards a touch and just place your hand behind you. Breathing fully into the front, back and side ribs, all the way into the belly. One more breath. Exhaling as you come back to center, taking a pause. And then let's do it the other way. So left hand comes to the outside of your right knee. Right hand is either on the top of the chair, depending on your chair, or behind your seat. Inhale to lift and lengthen the spine, and then exhale as you slowly turn to look over that right shoulder now. With every inhalation, find some length in the spine. And then with every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Finishing your next exhalation. And then inhale as you slowly unwind back to center. Taking a pause here. And just feel and sense how the body is feeling, how the mind is feeling. It's important to take these little pauses in our practice and in our daily lives. And then from here, we're going to take the feet wide, holding onto this chair. We're going to slowly bring one knee all the way into the center and then all the way back out again. And then take the other knee in and out. Grounding down through the hips as you lift up from the waist. Really getting into those hip joints here. Can feel really nice on the low back as well. Remember to engage your core. Lift up as much as you're grounding down through your seat. One more time, either side. And then exhaling, we're going to keep the feet where they are, coming into a lunge shape. So spin round to face the right. And the right foot is flat on the ground, right knee is bent. Taking the left leg long. And then just notice that sense of grounding down. You may feel a tugging sensation at the front here at the hip flexor. So I invite you to breathe into that sensation, bringing the hands to the hips and just noticing whether the hips feel like they're pointing forwards. So maybe bringing that left hip forwards just a touch. You might feel an extra little bit of sensation there. And we can keep the hands on the seat. We can bring them to heart center, or exhaling fully. Inhale as you reach the hands to the sky, imagining you are holding a giant beach ball in your hands, or maybe even the sun looking up, connecting with your breath. Keep that slow, steady rhythm of breath. Broadening across the collarbones. Pressing into both feet, into the seat. As you lift out of the waist, finding length in the side waists. Exhaling as you bring your palms to heart center if they're not there already. To the seat if they're not there already, and then slowly coming back to center. Again, taking a pause here before slowly taking it the other way. So let's spin all the way to the left now. Left foot is grounded, left knee is bent. Just making sure you've got enough space behind you. Bringing your hands to your hips and then slightly bringing that right hip forwards in line with the left. How does that feel? Keep drawing the back heel away from the body to get that sense of pulling at the front of the hip flexor there. From here, you can keep the hands on the chair, hands to heart, or exhale. And then inhale, lift the fingers to the sky, looking up. Getting a sense of plugging the tops of the arms into the shoulders to find that space in the chest, across the collarbones. Keep lifting the back knee up as you press into both feet. Stay with your breath. And then exhaling, bringing palms to touch through heart center, all the way down to the chair. And then slowly coming back to center. From here, we're going to come into star pose. So keeping the feet where they are. We're going to bring the hands to the heart. Exhaling here. And then from the heart, extend outwards. So reaching the hands all the way out, making a star shape. There's 5 points, your head, your hands and your feet are reaching out into the space around you. Get a sense of taking up space. The feet can stay as they are, or if you wish, you can come onto the heels, bringing the toes towards you, becoming aware of your entire body, the space around your body. Feeling as though you were a part of that space. Make yourself big. Feel that sense of expansion. And exhale as you slowly bring the hands to heart center. We haven't finished with the feet yet, so we're going to keep the feet there. Maybe coming slightly forwards on the chair. I'm going to do a little bit of core work, a little bit of work to get the thighs working. So from here, exhale, really feel the sit bones pressing down into the chair. Coming onto the heels. And then from here, we're going to inhale as we lift the feet. So you can hover the feet off the ground, or you can lift them, extending both legs, drawing the toes towards you. So you're really feeling the quads working there, the front of your thighs. You can keep the hands on the chair, bring them to heart center, or you can take them all the way up to the sky. Stay with your breath. And exhaling, slowly release. Bringing the feet back now. Just noticing in your Tadasana, in your mountain pose, how the body is feeling now. Maybe you're feeling a little bit warmer. Maybe you're feeling that sense of energy now, circulating around your body. Let's come into Vrksasana, tree pose. We have options here. If you'd like to take the seated option, take your right ankle, your right foot, over your left ankle, drawing the right knee away from the body. The hands can either be reaching down for the chair. On the hips, take them to heart center, or find your branches. Keep pressing down into the feet as you lift the chest, extending the hands out into space. Staying here, or if you wanted to come into the standing version of the pose, take a few bounces into that left foot, making sure that you have the support there if you need it. And then taking the sole of the right foot either to your ankle, to your calf, or perhaps to your thigh. Your choice. Keep finding space across the pelvis. Take your option with your hands. Really finding your roots. The more you press down, the more you can lift up. In yoga, we root down to rise up. Wonderful. Exhaling. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift that right knee all the way into the chest, whether you're sitting or standing, we'll do the same. And then exhale as we slowly lower right foot to the ground. If you're standing, you might want to just shake the legs out a little bit before coming into Vriksasana tree pose on the other side. So taking a few bounces into that right foot, that can really help wake up the proprioceptors, so we get a sense of what our body is doing in space. And then taking the sole of the left foot either to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh, drawing that left knee away from the body, broadening across the pelvis, lifting up from the heart. You can have your hands either at your hips, out to the sides, or if you place them at heart center, just notice your thumbs connecting against your heart space. And use that feedback to gently lift your heart to the sky. Find your drishti, something in the foreground that's not moving. And keep staring at it with a laser beam-like gaze. And the more we press down into the standing big toe, the more we feel balanced. When we fall, it tends to be to the little toe side of the foot. So that's a really good balance tip. Keep pressing down into the big toe. Exhale fully. Inhaling, left knee comes all the way into the chest. And exhale as you slowly and mindfully release. If you're standing, come back to this chair now. We're going to come into a forward fold. So if you have a bolster at home, you can place one of these on your lap. Otherwise, perhaps get a couple of pillows. You might not even need them. From here, we're going to place our elbows down on the pillows or the bolster, maybe just on the knees. And bring the head into tented fingertips. So we're hinging forward from the hips, keeping a sense of length in the spine. Think about bringing your chest bone forwards rather than rounding the spine. Just finding some release in the head. So allow your fingers to take the weight of the head. Keep pressing into the soles of the feet. Getting a sense of folding forwards. And just notice what your breath is doing now. Inhaling through the nose. See if you can extend your exhalation now. So if you're breathing in for a count of 3 or 4, see if you can breathe out for a count of 4 or 8. Sorry, that's not very good maths. 6 or 8. Doubling the exhalation. Bringing awareness to your belly, pressing against the thighs. And bringing attention inwards. Finishing your next exhalation. And then inhale as you slowly come back to a seat, closing your eyes if it feels safe to do so. Bringing awareness to the crown of the head. And allowing a sense of peace and relaxation to wash over the head. Smoothing the forehead, softening the jaw, releasing the shoulders, as this sense of peace and relaxation fills your chest, softening the belly, and dripping all the way down the arms, to the elbows, the wrists, and dripping off each fingertip. Allowing this sense of peace and relaxation to move all the way down the length of the spine to the hips, the thighs, the knees and calves, the ankles, all the way down to the soles of the feet. Becoming aware of your entire body now, the shape of the body, the weight of the body. Becoming aware of the outline of the body, the edges. Maybe getting a sense of the edges softening as you become aware of the space around you. Feeling that you are a part of this space. Feeling a sense of connection to everyone and everything around you. Opening the eyes now. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Until next time.